Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today, it's even partially visible here. So today I hope I will make these chests, lockers. So I think the bow's terms will be correct. And I'm sorry, but I can't bring a real drawing here. Just want to show you that it is the design in the kit a little incorrect, and I will draw a small sketch how it should be done. I can't bring the drawing because my assistant decided to sleep on top of it, so he's studying drawings carefully. And he told me that you can also nail a few nails into it to make it beautiful. So let me draw it on something. I need a sheet of paper. Give me a second, I will find a list or sheet of paper. I don't know why cats so excited about papers, boxes. In the moment I'm opening my drawing, he decided that this is just perfect bed for him, so he is sleeping on top of it. So let me switch camera. And as you can understand, I can't disturb the cat. This is the one, yes. So I just want to draw a little sketch. And just also want to make it visible. No wrong direction, should move here. So we have our boat. Let's say this is our stern deck. So we have two lockers, and let me draw them the dimension. In the kit we have this upper part. This is like on top of everything, but in truth it should be like this. The sides were also with sort of grooves in which the upper lid, if I can say, should lay on top of it. So it was with groove, but I will ignore it. It is not visible, but this is what we should have from the top view. And yes, inside I will make dotted that part. Long one, it should be like under the lid. It should be like this. So I want to check what we can do with our parts from the kit. And is it possible to use them? Something like this. Visible. And in the kit, of course, so first I will shape probably angle, so just can make it in proper shape of the these parts, so they can fit perfectly in the model to get the proper curve, because of these wooden places where it was connected on the sheet of parts, so it is not really proper radius, as you can see. So definitely a lot of sanding. Where is my big sanding block? Big sanding block. And I want to check the length of this part. So I believe they are, yep. So we can use these parts, just we need to reshape it. And let me find the small size ones also. I believe this is 40 and 41. I believe this is what we need. And the drawing it is 40 and 41. Yes, it is. So actually they are quite thick. We can make groove and make it like a reel. So why not? I just like it that it is from the very thick sheet of wood made, so we can work with it. I just need to cut it. In the moment Kitten decided to sleep somewhere, I will bring the drawing to show you this on a real drawing. Okay, blades from Excel can't be held by X-Acto knife. And somebody with fluffy tail decided to play with my two scalpels, which I can't find now anymore. So this is what we have here. So the bigger ones, this is 40, number 40, and 41, the smaller one. So this is from here, this is from here. Let me try, what do we have here? Okay. Wake up, Ola, wake up. You should think straight already. So we need to shape also angle, and I will make this groove. So like half of the thickness of this part, I will make, actually let me check also this long one, if it is, should be, yeah, it should be shortened. For the thickness, it's about 1.5 or 2 millimeters thick. So I should cut along this part and make it a little narrower, so I can cover it. So let's start with something like shaping angles on these small parts. And the best thing to do is to use twice, or vice. Proper vice, yeah, I'm using vice. So let me grab it. Of course I screwed the model, so now I need to move everything. And this is our part. For the flat sides we can use my favorite disc sander. Can I fit them both actually? So it will be visible. Yeah, everything will be visible, I hope. And of course, if I need, I also have sanding block here. So let's start with the flat surfaces, just to remove all these traces from where it was connected to the sheet. And because we need to get this proper clean color of wood, I will remove it on all the straight sides. And upper part also. Perfect. Now let's work on this edge. So this is this side. So I have to, actually maybe I can flip like this. The most important, don't forget left, right. What side are you chamfering? Where is my favorite file? File. No, this is not file. This is my favorite file. Actually, maybe I should bring closer camera so you can see much closer and better what I'm actually doing. So let me finish with this small detail with like general view, and then I will bring camera closer. Of course I can make it also with sanding block. Let me try it. match also the actually curve. And the curve is not right. I need to sand a little to make the proper curvature of this part. Oh, I believe my kitten hadn't abandoned me, so I can bring you a drawing now and to show you what I'm doing actually. So let me finish this part and then I can bring you a drawing. So it won't be just a sketch, but what I'm sketching with my hand I will publish on the Facebook in our group build group. So you can use it. I want to use my pencil cyanide. So this is starboard. So I won't mix them later or accidentally. More sanding. I want to make level the lower edge. I believe so. More sanding. This is the most important, maybe boring part. Just slight touch of sanding. Try, sand again, try, and until it finally will match the proper curvature, or so it will be just perfect match for your model. And this is about wooden ship modeling. It is impossible to make kit so you can build it like Lego kit. It's wood. It's always. It's not even. It depends on the skills of the builder. Sometimes it just depends how magazine or how the store was storing and keeping their kits in what humidity in their warehouses. If it was too humid, wood will absorb some moisture and can bend, twist. In case, for example, with MDF, it can thicken itself, and it is impossible to put together everything what made out of MDF. So, and this is really about wood. You can't make absolutely precise parts for everything. That the modeler should just get the part from that sheet, laser cut sheet, put it together, and that's it. It's ready. It will be a toy. This is what Ukrainian company, Ukrainian gears are making. I know the owners of that business. I have seen them how they just started and their first kits. So yes, they are building toys. So like a toy in the shape of ship, for example. So they decided to make such type of kits, and you just have to pull the parts out of it and assemble it together like a Lego. But it's Lego. You can't build something like in scale historically accurate with that type of techniques. It's fun to build also, but it's not what I like actually about the wood, that you have to pull out each part, each detail, sand it, like play with each piece of wood, and then finally 2, 3, 6 hours later you can glue it. And then this is a joy when you were playing all day long with that part and finally you can glue it in the end of the day. And I believe it's still more just shape of planking or ceiling. It's a little weird. So a little more sanding here. The upper part should be very precise angle because it is visible. So it is important not over sand, but I still need to let me mark where I have to sand. more. Just to get the proper curvature. Almost getting there. Almost. Let me clean it and try one more time. Okay, finally it's perfect. So let's make a groove there. Of course, I have tools to make it with power tools, but since we are building with mostly hand tools, so let's do it with scalpel and ruler, for example. So what I will do, will find my ruler. Will sharpen my pencil to mark. So the half of this thickness of this part, I just will make a groove there. Let me bring it closer so it will be visible what I'm doing. So we have the thickness of this part. It's about 3 millimeters. Yes, 3.1, something like this. So I want to divide it. Ooh, straight. Not in the center. Something like this. And I need the thickness of this wood, which should be laying like this. And we'll start with this. Okay, I need to grab sharp blade. And of course the first one which become not sharp. This is the very end of it, because this is the most usable part of the blade, and this one is already not working well. It's not dull yet, but basswood is softwood, and it just asks you to use very sharp blades, brand new ones, because if it is not sharp, you just can smash the wood. With pear or basswood, you still can work with that blade, but for the basswood you have to use only very sharp blades. I won't throw away this one yet, we'll keep it there. But today I will use a brand new blade. More deeper? Yes, of course. Now let's go from this side. Like this, and I can start cutting it. Don't want to split it into two halves, so I'm doing this very slowly, carefully. Almost. Done. Maybe slight sanding with a scalpel with, where is my triangular one? Let me grab it from the other table. And while my assistant is somewhere, I decided to show you it on the drawing, how it is shown here. So let's start with this one. This is what is visible. So as you can see, the sides, let's call it sides, they are in the same level as our cover or lid. And yeah, end pieces, I just call it end pieces, and this is seat. Yeah, sure, this is a seat, this is not lid, this is a seat. And from the top view, we have, this is what we can see with one nail on each side, and I want to show you this one. Right here. You can see that it is much wider, much thicker. So actually what we have very wide, thick part. So that's why we are making this groove. This is actually what is described here. End piece, 3 inches thick, top and front rabbet So it should be also the same rabbit front part. So we will do it. Yeah, rabbited to suit thickness of seat and front piece of wood. So yep, this is what we will do. What is this front piece? 1.5 inches thick, fit to the rabbit. Perfect. So this is what we are working on. Stay there. Just brought file here. And of course I need a razor, which also on another table. Just wanted to clean this. If I manage not to cut a proper straight line, I can make it with the file. Looks like now it is straight. Something like this. Yep. Same height. So now we need to repeat it on this side. Because it is also a rabbit. And let me check one more time. And piece, top and front rabbited out. Yep. And visually this is exactly how it should be. Let me grab another time, or just one more time, this piece of wood. This is our front side rabbit. Don't mean to cut it completely. This is what I don't like about basswood. Let me add a drop of glue, clamp it, and then we will continue working with this one. Along with fibers, it's very easy to chip it off. And of course, glue on another table. I will work with the second part or second side of it, but this one should be glued before I can continue working with it, and I need to clean first this bottle from dried glue. Something to get out that dried glue. Just a tiny drop, I don't need much right now to glue this piece back together before I will completely chip it off. You don't know if it is visible, that it cracked properly. So now I want to put some glue inside it, and of course cracked at an angle. Maybe I will use a needle, it's thinner. If I can find one. Or even old scalpel. Glue. Interesting, when I'm working with wood, sometimes I can find glue in my hair and just can't brush it properly, glued. Strange how I'm getting it there. And this is also another like question which I can raise. Which glue to use, cyanoacrylate or PVA? If you will use cyanoacrylate, you like underline that crack. If you will use PVA for such thin, tiny crack, the seam almost would be not visible. Just the main thing is to get the glue inside deep enough, so the seam will not be visible. And I don't want to crack it, so trying to get just inside at least some PVA. Maybe a second needle will be better. Mix this. Because the problem is that I have to make this grooves, so I have to get inside glue, so it will be glued. Now clamp. Let it, if I can clamp it like this, or just press with my fingers, hold it for a little. Yeah, I got some glue inside, good. Good. But I want to clean this, the drops which are sticking out. Extra glue or excess glue. The best clamp is your finger, especially when it is such weird shape. So where is second side? We can start preparing this one. Let's call it also starboard. So I want to mix it. And while this one will just need to clamp it for at least 40 seconds, and then I can drop it. I will work on this side. I can move the video here, and I can check comments while I'm clamping it like this. Lots of hello, yes, hello guys. I'm very happy to see you here. Just I'm clamping this small part. And I have very good excuse to check all the comments, questions. The big question about those locker boxes is how did the lid open? Let me check on the drawing about hinges, pinkles and gudgeons. How? This is a good question, how? And actually nothing is on the drawings. Maybe they just was lids, covers, completely removable. It's also a possibility. So it just can be like separate board. Just have to flip it, raise it. On our board, but it's inside on our board. We have some such lids or seats. You just can remove entire board, flip it aside, get inside the locker, put it back. But yes, nothing about any pimples and gudgeons for it. Let me check another one drawing, but I don't think that there is some. No, nothing. This is all what we have about these lockers. We also can check the book. And John Bratton, he made fantastic job. He just was describing everything what he was looking at, for example, part on the boat, and he was describing it exactly what he's seeing. So this is very useful. Just need to find exactly about the parts. So this is all the parts. Okay, I need decks probably. Armaments, no. Hull fittings. So maybe I will find something useful. Under bow rails. Mast yards rigging, no. The cap rail, no. How about to describe lockers? Paint, no. We found a few drops of paint, but it does not mean that the boat was painted. That was exactly what described here. Cap rail, breast hooks, decks. Okay, decks. The after deck ran forward, or the two cockpit areas, yes, good. The aft cockpit provides access to the. Oh, I have special delivery. You know, when you just
ships have arrived.
You just can move your head, grab a cup, and get hot coffee.
Is it drinkable?
Oh, the life just improved. So guys, if you are cold, freezing, miserable, you just have to grab another cup of coffee. Nice. So definitely I won't lose my voice today. Oh, the aft cockpit provides access to the bailing well in bilges, and the forward cockpit allows access to the storage area under the forward deck. No, it's about cockpits. How about the deck? And these lockers or chests. Ceiling. Whales, plankton, Kilson. No, this is definitely not here. But I found information about through bolts. This is what I have on the drawings, and this is what I was talking. But just perfect timing probably to read this small paragraph. Once the ceiling and planking were nailed, the carpenters strengthened the hull by driving 29 through bolts of 5/8 of an inch in diameter into the hull through its sides. This is what, for me, it looked very weird. They were driven from the inside and then just cut flush on the outside of planking. So how the bolt can hold it together, but apparently can. I asked Krum also and just missed him. Could ask him again. He could explain that maybe there was a head, just it was inside. Just couldn't understand how. On the drawing, it's just really cut flush from the outer side. So yeah, we can do that, and it's marked on each frame. And because we nailed all the frames, so I can count each frame and find the proper number. And they also a table on another drawing from when the deck and the ceiling just create such sort of a corner or angle, let's say, from the point you can measure distance or height to bolts, because usually 2 bolts on each frame, and that's how you can locate them. And we can make them, just imitate them again from, or in this case we can drill through, but I prefer such stuff imitate from 2 halves of the bolt, inner and outer, so you definitely will be in proper spot. It's difficult to try to match that proper angle, and you can drill with freehand not straight perfectly, so that's why I'm making usually 2 halves of each bolt, head and tail. But we will do them, we'll make them. They were on the gunboat, so let's make them. Midship deck. How about the stern deck? More. After deck, midship deck, and forward deck. Good. Midship deck. Forward deck. And nothing useful on the aft deck. Rather. Owning structures, bow rails, and fastens. Other hull fittings. 2 lockers, finally, I found it. 2 lockers that could also serve as seats were on the aft deck. I know already that. Hagland recovered the 2 wooden top pieces, 2.5 inches thick, and other fragments that appear to be ends of front and the lockers. Hoffman's reconstruction indicates that the lockers were toy nailed to the deck and ceiling. Which part? Sides, probably. And that's it. Nothing else. The carriage for the gunboat Philadelphia. So this is all what we have about 2 lockers. Nothing about pintles and gudgeons. So probably the seat or cover or lid just was laying on, like, in this groove. That's why we are making this groove. Makes sense. So it won't slip anywhere. And sometimes it was, the seat itself was this double, like, plank in and out. So maybe this is the case. So nothing about how they were opened. So probably just entire piece was taken out. But let's work on this side. Good. So let's try to match. Or we can just cut first grooves, because without front part glued I can't actually try to match the curvature. It will be plus minus proper location. Actually I can mark it. Where is the proper seat part? Right here. Okay, let's start shaping it, or pre-shaping it. Yeah, this is my point, that nothing, any pintos, gudgeons, nothing what you can use as for opening it. So my point is that this really can be just the entire seat removed. You can get access into it and put it back. And this one also very important, not to over sand it. Oh, much more. It's much sharper angle here. And I have a very weird point here. Something. Good. I marked and put it on the other side so I can't see it. Let's clean these marks already. so I can see clearly. Something like this. Get in there. A little closer. Actually, let me mark it one more time. And even more to send. Because I have sticking plank, so I have to shape it in the form of this plank now. Perfect, almost just a little more sanding and it will be perfect. The most difficult part to catch this proper curvature. Yay! Just a little more sharper angle. Very little. me clean this. The edges so I can position it exactly where it should be. At least plus minus proper location. Like this. So definitely sharper angle. On this will be much easier. Yay, almost. Just a little more, slight touch in another angle, and then shape one more time. Yeah. Every time I'm saying this is the last touch, and a little more, a little more, a little more. Every time, a little more. Still a little more. A little more. And a little more. Finally reach that stage. And probably I will cut first groove, upper one. They said the scalpel should be very sharp for cutting basswood. So really to cut it, not just to smash it. This is a dangerous cut along the fibers. That's why it should be done very slowly, very carefully, so not divided into two halves. What I almost did on the previous part. And just slight touch with a triangular file to clean it, to get proper edges. This is what I've done here, and this is what I need to repeat here. Just perfect match. Maybe just slight sanding. Same for this half, or front side of it. Watch me how I will crack it again. Just very slowly, with little pressure, or it will crack. Okay. So let me flip it onto this side so you can see it. So this is the seat and this is the side, which we also need to shorten it now. So this is how it should be. This is from here and this is from here. This is how it should be connected into this groove. So this is the seat and this is the side. Perfect. Such tiny part. So let's complete this one. Oh! I need to search it from under the table. So I will bring camera closer also, even closer, so you can see it. And where is the part? Oh, found it. And something happened with my phone. Can't see the comments anymore. Okay, so this is what I was gluing. I hope it's enough. Let's start cutting it. Oh, it's metal pin. Ooh, under my elbow. Yes, this is what I'm doing. That is correct. Just checking left, right side. Don't want to crack. One more time. So this is our edge, a little more right here to lower it, so it will be same level. Perfect. So this is what it and how it should be. Wrong side. Wrong side. Like this. Yes. No. Which side is this? Not like this. Not like this. There is another one. Oh, finally figured it out. Like this. So it should be like this and this. Yay! Like this. Two parts already. So now I need to cut along this part, sand it properly, of course. This I can do on this disc sander, it will be straight. And we can assemble lower part. Actually, we can try assemble entire locker. I was hoping to make both of them. I'm not sure anymore. If I will make one today, it will be good. But let me move this disc sander here. Or it's usually the first one to make. It's so difficult because you are doing this first time, and second will be much faster. We'll see. So first I want to level all these dots where it was connected to the that laser cut parts. So let's make it straight. So I got bare wood, clean, almost clean, still have to sand more right here. Okay, one side is clean. So let's check how many or what length I should cut. So it should be at the same level as this groove. What is the second part? This is starboard. Just want to mark it starboard. And let's cut it. I prefer to cut a little less so I can sand the rest on the sanding block or something, or disc sander, because always the cut with the scalpel can go wrong at an angle or something, so better to have some reserve. Or ruler can shift. Again. As I said, it can be done with a sanding block, like this. Or, of course, disc sander. But now it's the time when I will start trying it on the model. And just check on the disc sander. Looks like I will need more sanding on one side, but let me try first. I need to sand these burnt edges. And we actually need to sand the sides edges at an angle. Which ones? Let's check. So something like this, at an angle. Where it is visible for you. So I'm keeping the part at an angle, as you can see, just slight one. Second one is not visible. Let's try it. Definitely more sanding. But actually this is something that I can do directly on the model also, or immediately. So everything will be ready. This one is almost what I need. Only actually, according to my pencil marks, I have to sand this side more. So this is what I will do. About now. Perfect match. Almost, maybe just a little more sanding. I can do it later on the model. How about this side? Oh, come on. Same. Good. So let's assemble it. The lower part. On the model, I mean. So let me move everything. Why is the chat not working? Can't see. And to scroll everything. The Scratch, we will find something to build Scratch. So something what you can build at home without power tools. I'm thinking about it also. It's interesting. It's even actually more easier to build than build something good from kit. I said it before that my coach, he was constantly calling me lazy modeler because I was building kits and trying to build them more historically accurate, and he was calling me constantly, oh, you're a lazy modeler, you're a lazy modeler, you're building from kits. And then he decided, he found an offer, somebody brought him half-built kit and asked him to complete it. Then he called me and apologized numerous quantity of times, and his question was, first one, even before saying hello and how are you, he just started screaming, how you managed to build from this shit actually a good quality model? It's impossible! Like, right? So I'm no longer a lazy modeler because I'm building from kits. And his point was like, yep. If you can build a good quality model out of this, what you can build? Scratch. But I have my Scratch model, I like it so much, but it's, for some reason it wasn't popular when I started publishing videos about it. It was the most unwatchable videos on my channel, so I abandoned it and started building what people were asking. But I'm really dreaming to come back one day to my French cutter Le Surf, keel of which I laid in 2015. And I like it very much, so it's clinker planking, very beautiful lines of the ship. Just I really enjoy that one. And I was building that one back in Ukraine, in Kyiv, without any power tools at home except rotary tool. Okay, can I fit my locker here, or should I move camera now farther? Where is it? One piece I found. Another piece I found. Where is the third one? Just a moment ago I was holding it in my hands. Right now I have found it. Good. So we need to glue sides, this one. And before I will start gluing them, I need to properly sand them, because later I will have to oil. I'm thinking about, I will use the same technique as I did for the planking. I will use oil, and then I will use shellac on top of it, so to get a little more brownish colors. So this is how we should glue it. Probably switch the side. Something like this. Okay, let's start gluing it. So I will use sandpaper. This is nothing is here. 400, and I will use scuff pads, I believe the proper term, or Scotch Brite for final touches. Just to get the proper surface. Yeah, that is a very good point. For example, Spitfire, they were built like ideally on the same drawings or lines. So maybe the lines are the same, but since both boats were built by carpenters, inside some parts can be different in details, like bigger quantity of knees, smaller quantity of knees, bigger quantity of beams for support and strengthening the boat, because one group of carpenters build it so strong that they don't have to add another additional structures to hold the entire boat together. Another build it somewhere more weaker, so they have to straighten it somehow. So that is the point. That ideally they should be the same, but in truth, realistically, they are not. From the distance you can see flat bottom boat, both, but when you are diving inside into it, you can see even different locations for guns, swivel guns, everything. It's like carpenters are building home. Outside it's like look the same. When you're getting inside, it's different. It differs. Even same group of carpenters. So same with boats. Okay, I believe this one is ready to be glued. A little more sandy on this one. And what I like, Krum taught me that about archaeology and shipwrecks, said archaeology likes repetitiveness. Excuse me. Just a little dusty here. And I'm joking, if I'm sneezing 3 times, it's alright, it's just allergy on dust or something. If I'm sneezing once, twice, or more than 3 times, I'm sick. This is really something. Really, if I'm sneezing once, but very often, I'm sick. 3 times, this is just an allergy. I don't know why, but I'm always constantly sneezing regularly 3 times in a row. Okay. My assistant can't open the door. I need to open the door for him. He's meowing and asking. And who hasn't seen my assistant? This is my fluffy assistant, who was checking carefully all the drawings. You don't want to check the boat, I see. Go sleep into your box. This is not my fault, it's Krum's fault. He was going outside, he brought me some coffee, and close the door so tightly with actually turning the knob, so Kitten couldn't open it. He can open every door if it's not locked, like with this click with knob. So that wasn't my fault in Bircho. And he decided to go and sleep on drawings. Good thing I grabbed the one which we need today. Just magnet for cat, open drawings. And I have them on the different table, so he's just right now thinking about making a nest there and properly curl up to sleep there. Good. A touch of Scotch-Brite. Scotch-Brite removes all that hair or lint which can get into your way later. Let me clump the model somewhere. If I can reach it from here. So it won't move while I'm working on it. Oh, as usually I missed a lot of comments and questions. Oh, bless you, thank you. In the case of Philadelphia, you don't have to do even the research. Everything already done for you. You just have to open the drawings, open the books, and you just have to build exactly what is described there, because this is really very detailed documentation of a real gunboat, specific one, Philadelphia. I believe we will have something similar on Spitfire too, but we have everything. You don't have to do the research. The only thing is that the rigging, this is the reconstruction, how she could be rigged. And my questions were also, I met the archaeologist who is continuing excavation and is trying to find topmast of the gunboat Philadelphia. They are continuing excavation in that area. And I asked her, like, this is just a possible reconstruction of rigging, and her opinion, like, if, for example, warships were always, like, first shroud was always served just from rubbing and getting worn out from yard. So, yeah, it can be served, first shroud can be served completely entirely, but the other thing is that these boats were built very fast, literally for one battle. And they served their purpose for what they were built. So no, there is no reason to build it very high quality, like serving everything. So they could be built very fast, really, without serving even the first shroud entirely. So we just can use that reconstruction which already existed. But if you will serve the first shroud, for example, completely, this won't be a mistake. This is how it was done in warships. Okay, glue. And this is what I like about researching. You are making decisions and you have to prove that your decision is correct. Some, for example, similar boats, how it was done on similar boats. Or rules, if there is a rule how something was built or done, like about the rigging. And you have to bring some documents. If you have, in case of Philadelphia, for example, there is a document, Bratton described it, for her rigging, for example, when the request was made to equip her, but he never got an answer or nothing about, no information about if the gunboat got all 8 civil guns, for example. And because only one was found, and there is a possibility that these boats were underarmed, so maybe not all civil guns even were installed, because at that moment there wasn't enough to equip all the boats with proper quantity of them. So that's why I want to cast 2 more, because I think we have only 2 in the kit, and I want to install 4. They were removable, So if you, for example, firing from one side of the boat, you don't have to have them on another side. They will be hanging there. So you just can grab the swivel gun from one side, drop it on another side, fire it from the spot where it is convenient. So this is the point. But this is my decision. I think that it possibly could carry minimum 4 swivel guns, because the possibility that it was underarmed. So it can't, my thought that it can't carry all 8. Just better to put another 4 on another boat if they were short enough swivel guns. This is my point. So this is my decision. So this is a part of research, and this is what I like about researching. So you just have to prove or get some information that your decision is correct. I need something like my favorite blocks, just with proper 90 degrees. Sides, so I can put them definitely in proper position. Stay there. Just stay there. Can I add a drop of glue? It's not visible inside. Well, and I just spilled it all over the place. Did my best. Good, and it won't be visible. Where is my favorite scraper? To scrape this extra glue. Scraper. Coffee. And I found scraper. I wanted to add just a drop and added entire. Okay, now is the interesting part, to put together everything. This is another side. Ha! It is at an angle. How interesting. So I need to actually not it like this. Okay. And I need to install somehow this one precisely. So let me move video so you can see what I'm doing in this corner. I need 90-degree piece. Just to put it into proper position. And clean all this leaking out glue. Okay, let's glue this piece of wood. Okay, it's applied here. Maybe a small clamp will do the job. And I like these long pointed clamps. They are not very strong, but sometimes they are just irreplaceable. Like now, for example. Okay, come on, need to put under it something. Oh, that was not good. really not good. Now I need to scrape all the glue, first on the boat, then on the parts, and reglue everything. This is what happens when you are still half asleep. And then same for the parts, and reapplying glue. But all the glue which have already dried should be removed in this case. Or it will create huge gaps which you have to, there will be visible. So you definitely have to remove all the glue before regluing the parts. And the part, it's a long one. And also these grooves, front ones. This is all should be removed. Where is file? File. File. Come on. Almost cleaned it. And now when the parts are clean, I can reglue them. One more time, just will grab a fresh drop of glue. I won't level it at the moment, just want to put glue fast on all three parts and we'll level all three together. Maybe it will be faster. And the keyword is maybe. And this is something what you can't do with cyanoacrylate. It dries much faster when you will apply glue to the third part. Which one? This is the position. And with PVA you can still have time to move something, to position it properly, but you also have to clamp it. And PVA glue completely dries in 24 hours usually. Where is my metal block? Now it's time to start cleaning this sticking out glue or excess of glue. And I need to position this on the locker. And the glue must be removed, preferably scraped off. So you can use an oil, shellac, anything that you would like to, because under oil, and it will be really visible under shellac, all the drops which you haven't cleaned. So this is something which should be done very carefully. Oh, something's not laying properly here. Something should be moved. I need another square block. Like this. Already dried drop of glue. But I still have to hold it, I believe. Preferably with fingers. And as I said, it's unrealistic to make 2 lockers. So I believe I will finish today like this. I will hold for about 2-3 minutes. And then I will remove my finger clamps. But just difficult to clamp, and you have seen my failure before. So I just will hold a little. This is what I like about PVA glue. Look like it is alive, but if you will clamp it, at least, usually for something strong, bent and set, and some, usually for carpentries like making furnitures, they are claiming that you should clamp for 20 minutes. This specific one, some glues like Tide Bond, I have read 40 minutes, and then you can remove and continue working with the detail and part. But when you're making planking, for example, I'm usually clamping for 10-12 hours minimums, because planking, when you have to bend in two directions, the plank can rip the fresh glue easily. So that's why when I'm working on the planking, I'm usually clamping each plank or each strike of planking for 10-12 hours. But with these straight pieces, I just will hold for another 2-3 minutes, and this will be it for today. So I believe with this I can already say thank you for coming, thank you for joining. I'm just checking any questions what I have missed. And because I have small tiny window on the OBS and my chat is not working on the phone, can't see anything. It's unfair. So can't see in the lowest part any questions. If I missed any questions, please drop them in the regular comments after this live stream. I will answer them immediately, today at least. And because I just can't read the messages after the YouTube is processing, and during the next 2 days, 1 or 2 days, it will take to process the live stream into HD quality. Then it will be available in higher quality, higher resolution, and the live chat will be available too. But immediately I can't answer them, so just drop the missing questions which I haven't answered during the live stream because I was sticking my nose into the model. So then I will answer them like regular comment. And I want to thank you, very big thank you for sponsors who are supporting me and makes it possible to live stream and make these regular videos. And with this, I wish you a nice rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow with the second chest. And I hope that the second will go faster and we will complete both of them with the seats. But we'll see. Now I know what is the weakest spot here. Like gluing carefully at the proper angles. I think I already can unclamp it so it looks like this. So this is how it will dry till tomorrow. So with this, thank you very much one more time and see you tomorrow, guys. Oh, no, this one. So bye.